Hi guys, Ashley here, also known as the Italy fan. I am back today with another video, and I am going to talk about couples I cannot stand. It has been a very stressful week for me, so maybe this can help me get release my stress by talking about couples I cannot stand. And the couple I'm going to be talking about today is Ben and Adrian from The Secret Life of the American Teenager. Now, nobody really likes this show. Me personally, I really do like The Secret Life of the American Teenager. I got into it when I was very young, like middle school young. I was on YouTube. We're another story of how I got into the show. I was on YouTube one day looking at trailers for TV shows, and I came across the trailer for this show, and that trailer has like 1 point something million viewers, by the way. And I honestly was really intrigued by the trailer. Honestly, this is when ABC Family was honestly a good network at the time. It had this, my personal favorite show from ABC Family, Pretty Little Liars. It had Fosters. It had Switched at Birth. I never watched those shows, but I can just tell by an era that that's when ABC Family was really at its best, when those shows were airing. I don't know why they changed it to Freeform, but whatever. So I came across the Teenager, and then I saw the library that I lived close to had the DVDs. So I started watching with my sister, and from that day forward, I have just been really hooked to the show. Now, I'm not saying like any other show. This show does have flaws. I definitely feel like the dialogue is probably the biggest flaw the show has is the dialogue. I feel like only certain characters do a good job. And but this is not It's 11 a Teenager TV show review. Maybe I should do a TV show review for this show. Maybe I think after I do the OC, I'll do Secret Life of a Teenager. But you get the point of how I got into the show. Um, Honestly, I don't really like any couple in the show besides Amy and Ricky. I absolutely hate Ben and Adrian together. I hate them together. And honestly, I feel like the idea on paper could have been special, but the execution was, it felt flat on its face. So Ben got Adrian pregnant, and then she lied about it to him. And then I think she told me, everybody. It took everyone to convince stupid ass Ben that she was lying about the pregnancy, and then he found out that she was lying, and then she was going to get an abortion, but she decided to keep the baby because she had support from her family and friends to keep it. She was going to still go to school and try to find a way to for her and Ben to maintain being parents and going back and forth to school. So now the biggest reason why I feel like this relationship did not work to me is because it came off so forced. It came off so very forced. The two leads had zero chemistry, Amy and Ben. I said Amy. Ben and Adrian had zero chemistry, and you could tell they were building this up before he proposed to her. They were building this up to be something special, and I honestly was just not feeling it. I honestly felt like if they would have had fell in love naturally, going through the emotions of being parents together, I honestly would have loved that, and then them falling in love with each other. Him and Adrian never had one serious conversation about anything besides talking about Amy and Ricky, and then they just fall in love with each other. Ben proposes to her, and she just says yes. He says he's in love with her, and she takes his word as gospel. I think that is the biggest problem with Ben's character. Ben falls in love with every girl he interacts with. He honestly falls in love with every girl he interacts with. Amy, Adrian, Dawn, Amy again, Grace. He falls in love with the girls that he always talks to. He had one conversation with Amy. Seriously, him and Amy knew each other for a day and he was in love with her. I I can't make up this shit. This is the truth. And honestly, I really feel like, and this is why I think season 4 proved to me why him and Adrian just didn't work, because he kind of admitted to Adrian that he only really married her and he forced himself to be with her was because they were having a kid, and because he was still in love with Amy, but he wanted to try to find someone else. And I think vice versa too for Adrian. I don't think Adrian ever really got over the fact about how her and Ricky ended in season two. So she kind of just fell in love with Ben because he was the safer choice because Ricky had his demons to deal with, and Ben was just, I guess, the perfect choice. But the relationship just never really worked to me. I think they had zero chemistry. They haven't had, like, they never had one serious conversation about anything. Them getting married was just so atrocious. It just happened so, so fast. The relationship happened so, so fast. I never once felt emotionally invested in the relationship. I was happy when Ben dogged her out in season 4, episode 5, and told her off because I think that was the truth all along. He only slept with her because of revenge. They both slept with each other because of revenge. He only was going to stay around because he thought she was going to have a baby until the stillborn happened, and he wanted nothing else to do with her. He never once loved Adrian. He never once wanted anything to do with her. And I think that was the best thing for the relationship. I really feel like both of these characters really kind of overstayed their welcome in the show. I think after Adrian lost her kid, they kind of didn't know where to take her character development. And neither than Ben. I honestly feel like Ben kind of only had a character because of Amy's existence. He always just felt like he was just there. Like, I never really feel like he had any real character development. But at least I can say with Adrian, she did have that because she had the stuff early on in season 1, being the insecure girl, dating the toxic guy, having issues with her mom not being home, her dad not being home, her dad not being in her life, and then her dad come back into her life, her being in a relationship with her parents. Like, I would say Adrian really did have character development. I just never ever once liked her character. There was something about her character that I just, even though they gave her all of that development, I never ever once felt emotionally invested with her character. Like, I never really felt like she changed. Like, I kind of feel like she just stayed the same person throughout all 5 seasons. And the same thing goes for Ben. I kind of feel like they both just stayed the same person all through all 5 seasons. Considering that she had more than Ben, I don't know, but you get the relationship. I didn't really mean to make the video this long. It's just the relationship was just a waste of time. They could have avoided everything, but I understand they did it for drama purposes, and I live for the drama in TV shows. I live for the drama, but I think they were gonna make them a couple. They could have tried a little bit harder with the chemistry and convincing me to get emotionally invested, which they failed to do. So that has been my rant on Ben and Adrian. Please let me know how you feel about them in the comments below. There are some people who actually like them together. Yuck, but whatever, I guess.